14 minutes ago. So this missile explodes in the middle of a road. Uh, Belgrade? Uh, they I got to tell you, I did a video once that I think the Russians know. You saw that their initial strike in the beginning was a nightmare because everything was fucked up. Bad gas, bad tires, bad maintenance, just everything that you need that's part of the disciplinary regimen of keeping a military tight and right. They don't have that. I'm looking at this crater and I'm thinking, okay, so what does Ukraine have that they're going to fire one of blindly at a city? That's not their style, first off, okay? They don't do that. Although I think they should, so that the Russian population understands they're at war and this isn't a special operation or a policing action, as we call them. Okay, I don't see Ukraine having. I mean the story that I'm watching right now said that it could be an explosive laden drone. That's complete and total misinformation. That's trying to blame it on Ukraine. Okay, if you just logically look at the situation, it's more likely that it was a missile fired towards Ukraine and didn't make it because their shit is crappy. There's unexploded bombs sticking out of the ground like this and missiles, long-range missiles, all over Ukraine, like signposts saying, pointing back towards Russian, their whole belief system about, I think they bought their own story about their military. Their whole belief system about what they could do was wrong. And you hear Wagner, 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 Wagner. Not Russia, because they're incompetent. They're not a fighting force. They got beat everywhere they went in Afghanistan because they tried to fight out of their territory. They didn't have the moral law on their side, just like they don't now. So most likely that explosion is just a Russian rocket gone awry. That's the most believable. Ukraine doesn't have, you couldn't fly that much explosive with a Bayraktar 2, the twin engine job, okay? This was 2,000-pound payload kind of a thing. This was something big. It really big, left a gigantic crater in the middle of a road, a 4-lane, looked like an intersection. I just don't, that's just a random, non-targeted, just right in the middle of a populated area. That's just not, I don't see Ukraine doing that. That's what Russians do. I don't see Ukraine doing that and giving the Russians even this much space for what they've done to the innocent civilian populations in Ukraine. So yeah, most likely it's just a Russian rocket. Just it probably got launched from an aircraft and then just fell to the ground.